皆さんこんにちは。ワールドトラベルウィズエンバシーズへようこそ。ナビゲーターの大場パスカルです。この番組では世界各国のガイドブックに載っていない魅力を大使館の皆様と一緒にお届けしておりますが、第16回目の今日はコロンビアでございます。実は大使館はこの隣にあるんですが、今日は大使公邸にお招きをいただきました。コロンビアといえば皆さんどんなことを思い浮かべますか？やはりコーヒー、音楽。今日はどんな新しい魅力を発見できるでしょうか？とっても楽しいことが起きそうな予感がしております。早速中に入ってみましょう。Hello, pleased to meet you. My name is Pascal Oba.
Very nice to meet you, Pascal. I'm Angela Duran, Charge of Affairs of the Embassy of Colombia. Welcome to Colombia.
Thank you for inviting us. I'm so excited to discover your country today.
We are delighted to show it to you. So please enjoy this trip. We're gonna, talk about whichever topic you need to discover a bit more about my country. It's a real pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you very much. コロンビアのさまざまな文化を臨時代理大使のマダム・デュランさんにお伺いする前に、やっぱり恒例のデザート紹介。It's so pleased, I'm so happy to discover your country. But before to talk about the culture of Colombia, we always ask to every embassy to introduce us your traditional dessert. Would you please introduce for us something famous in Colombia?
Of course, Pascal. It will be a pleasure. We're very delighted to show you dessert. It has two parts, which is very interesting. It's a savory and sweet dessert. That's a very common combination in Colombia. We like to combine flavors. Of course, we do have lots of desserts depending on the region, using many fruits because we are a very biodiverse country. But this in particular is very special because it's consumed during Christmas season, especially during an occasion called Immaculate Conception. We're a Catholic country, so this is a Catholic celebration, but that day is better known as Dia de las Velitas, Candle Day. So people go around in family lighting up little candles, praying and wishing for the best for the year to come, for the new year to come. So this special dessert is called natilla and buñuelo.
Natilla?
Natilla and buñuelo.
Buñuelo. What does it mean, natilla?
Natilla and buñuelo. Natilla is a special type of custard made with milk, cornstarch, and cinnamon, which gives it this special and warm flavor. And of course you can use many variations, for instance with coconut, with dulce de leche, or what we call arequipe, with clove, vanilla, and so on. And also we can put some sauces on top, like for instance blackberry sauce, or in other cases chocolate sauce, and it depends, because it's the sweet part of the dessert and it's the soft part of the dessert. As for buñuelos, these are a round pastry that are deep fried, so they're very crunchy and they're fluffy in the inside, so it creates a nice contrast and complement very well one another.
Wow! すごい楽しみじゃないですか。ちょっと食べてみたくなりますよね。というわけでご用意いただいたのがこちらなんですが、お話を伺ったらちょっとヨーロッパにあるクリスマスケーキに似たものかなと思ったんですけど、意外。It's like a plain or a flan in Europe, right?
Yes, I mean both preparations have Spanish roots, of course. But of course we use some ingredients that are typical from our country. For instance, cornstarch. We have several varieties of corn. Cassava starch as well. Cassava is typical from the Americas, so it's a mixture between one and another. Of course, cinnamon comes from Asia, and this is a blend of
いろ
flavors.
んな国のいろんなスパイスが香りがすごくいい。May I try?
Please.
では早速いただいてみたいと思います。やっぱりこの
いただきます。
いただきます。いきますよ。あ、柔らかいです。あ、なんだろう。もっちり。プリンよりはちょっと固めです。いきます。シナモンの香りとプリンよりは硬くて、でもゼリーみたいな柔らかい食感もあって、It's so good.
I'm very glad you like it, and even though they look like a very complicated dessert, this is the preparation is very easy.
Really?
Yes, you mix basically the milk with lots of sugar, of course, cornstarch, and it takes a bit patience because you have to mix and mix until the adequate texture. And then you put it in a mold and you let it cool down in a fridge, and then you serve. It's ready to enjoy.
And then I'm very curious to this small lovely balls. How do you call
this
it?
is buñuelos.
Buñuelos.
This is like beignet
Beignet?
in France,
Yes.
or in New Orleans, but we don't put sugar in them because they are savory.
美味しそう。Can I try?
Please.
How with fork? You use
You can eat it with your hand or with a fork. of
手で
course.
食べて両方。このカリカリ。ね。やっぱかじりたくなるよねこれね。いきますよ。チーズがすごい。The taste of cheese is very good. すごく周りがやっぱりカリカリとしてるんですけど、で中がもっちりしてるけど、ドーナツのもっちりよりは軽やかな感じがしますし、チーズがねうまく馴染んでるので、どの部分を食べても同じ味、バランスが取れてすごく美味しいです。これは but it's a dessert. It's not like a goûter in France.
No.
デザートなの。
However, you can also try it with a coffee in the mornings. It could be like a breakfast or a snack, or when it's pairing with natilla, of course, it's a dessert. It becomes a dessert. So it's very
面白い。
versatile.
非常に興味深い。塩味と甘みの融合を楽しむのがコロンビア流。これはぜひぜひ試してみてください。それでは今日の最初のトピック、コロンビアの食文化についてマダム・ディランさんにお伺いしていきたいんですが、今日のデザートを食べた時にコロンビアではしょっぱいものと甘いものを組み合わせるっていうことをちょっと発見しましたよね。で、私びっくりする噂を聞きました。So from now you would like to talk about the Colombia's food culture.
Yes.
And I heard a very interesting rumors about that. And if it's true, please show for us the yes. If it's no, of course, show the no sign. Okay?
Of course.
So the rumors is in Colombia, for the hot chocolate, you put some cheese. Is it true? Yes, definitely yes.
Definitely yes.
Yes. Cheese. Okay.
Well, that's a very unique tradition that we have in Colombia, especially in cooler areas like Bogota, Tunja, all these areas where the weather is just like the Japanese autumn.
It's like us.
Yes, the average temperature could be around 15 to 20 at maximum. So, of course, if the morning is very, very cold, or if the weather is very, very cold, we like to comfort having a cup of hot chocolate, and we put a little treat, which is a little cheese, a little type of cheese that melts. So the flavors blend at the same time that the cheese is melting. So it creates a unique experience when you drink the hot chocolate and then eat the molten cheese.
想像できる。ちょっと食べてみたいですけど、体は温まりそうね。For the bodies.
Yes, it's warming. It's a comfort food on a very cold day.
And of course, in Colombia, not only hot chocolate is famous, I guess, but we need to talk about coffee, right?
Of course, we need to talk about coffee. Coffee is a very important part of our culture. It's one of our main exports, by the way. Japan is a great consumer of coffee. Before it was a great consumer of tea, but nowadays Japan is a great consumer of coffee. And of course, every time someone goes to Colombia, the first thing we do is, ¿Quieres un tintico? Would you like to have a cup of coffee?
そうなんだ。What do you say?
Tintico.
Tintico. It's so cute. かわいい。Tintico.
So please, have a little tintico.
Thank you. いただきます。幸せです。It's very good. すごい香りが豊かですし、酸味はそんなにないんですけど、香りが the after flavor is so strong. It's very good.
Yes, and we have coffees all around the country. From the northern part of the country, in the Sierra Nevada of Santa Marta, which is in front of the Caribbean Sea, to the south of the country. This one in particular is from a region called Tolima, which is in the center of the country and gives it this special and very strong flavor.
So each region have their own coffee beans.
Yes.
And you enjoy with the reason like us, I don't know, it's like a Japanese tea.
Yes, indeed. We have coffees that are produced nowadays in regions where before, many years ago, traditionally didn't produce coffee. Nowadays, people are, betting, producing special types of coffee, sustainable coffees, and it's a very nice industry because it gives a lot of, it provides a lot of jobs in rural areas in Colombia.
And also, I would like to ask about the Colombian food because in Japan, I don't know, I never eat Colombian food. What kind of food you eat
in a
normal
day?
Yes.
Well, it all depends on the region. We are a country that has 6 different regions within the same country. So ingredients are very different from the northern part of the country to the southern part, to the Pacific coast, to the plains in the east. So we have a huge range of ingredients. But the key here is that the ingredients are fresh. Nowadays, the gastronomic industry has grown a lot in Colombia. It's a pity that we don't have restaurants here. It's difficult because our community is a small one. But of course, that's something that we would like to work on. And of course, every time people come here to the embassy, we try to offer the best of our food, either traditional or much more creative dishes.
Because the combination you took, it's so new for us, like the hot chocolate with cheese or the flan with some cheese ball. I'm not sure they're gonna be very famous in the world to the Colombians.
No. It's still very local. Well, when people think about Latin American food, they think mostly either Mexican food or Peruvian food. When it comes to Colombia, it's a bit unknown, but it's a very interesting cuisine. You can visit us in Colombia and try some nice restaurants.
素晴らしい。これから絶対なんか新しいムーブメントを起こしそうな気がします。これだけいろんな国がいろんなね食べ物日本で食べれますけれども、コロンビアでしか食べられないものがこれから世界中注目されるんじゃないでしょうか。コロンビアに行ってみたくなりますよね。今日は大使公邸で撮影をさせていただいているんですが、先ほどデザートをいただいた素敵なダイニングルームに続いてこちらのリビングでお話を伺っていきたいと思います。次のトピックはライフスタイルに関する噂なんですが、 コロンビアではね、ちょっと面白いことが起きています。この噂が本当なんでしょうか。Madame Duran, next topic is about the lifestyle in Colombia, and I heard the very interesting rumors about Colombia, exactly say in Medellin. In Medellin, the Colombian people can pay the train fare with plastic bottles instead of money. Is that true or not? Yes. 本当? Okay. What kind of system is? I'm so curious to know.
It's a very innovative way that the city of Medellin has introduced in order to incentivize two things. First one, of course, is incentivize recycling within the households. Secondly, is to incentivize people to take the metro so that they move around using public transportation. So this is a very innovative and unique way to pay for the fare, and also it helps to the city to be much more sustainable.
すごい、もう確かにエコだよね。But when I would like to take a train with a plastic bottle, how can I do that? I have to take how many bottles? And
well, it all depends on where you're going, but normally people, they arrive. That's the downside, is that you have to take the bottles with you to the closest metro station, so that they can, give you the, so that you can make the payment, so to speak.
すごく面白い。It's very, for the environment, it's very good.
Yes, because it helps to reduce the use of plastic and to recycle all the plastic that is produced and it is consumed in the city.
すごくいいアイディアだと思いましたね。それから皆さん、コロンビアといえば実はお花、実に有名な国でございます。そのお花についても伺っていきたいと思います。And I would like to ask about the flower. There is a so beautiful roses here, and Colombia is also well known about the flower, especially flower festival. Would you please introduce us about that?
Yes, of course. We are very blessed, so to speak, with different types of climates within the country. That's why we have 6 different regions. But given the fact that in the center and in parts of Antioquia, where Medellin is, there are different types of climates. We can grow different types of flowers. Flower industry is also very big in Colombia. We are big exporters of roses, carnations. For the Japanese market especially, we export around 63.5% of the share of market of carnations. Also, we export a lot of astromelias and hydrangeas, where the share of the market is above 90%. So we are a good providers of the beauty of our country through flowers.
皆さん知ってましたか？実は私たちの身近にあるお花、コロンビアから来てるなんてことはもう 70%、90% ぐらい確率であるかもしれません。I didn't know that so many percentages is import from your country.
Yes, we export flowers to more than 100 destinations around the world. We are promoting, of course, the beauty of our country through the color and the freshness of our flowers. Either they be fresh cut flowers or, preserved flowers like these roses that you see now.
素晴らしいですね。Also, I heard about the flower festival. It's very well known also.
Yes, and it's a very interesting one because it celebrates rural life and this mariage, so to speak, this union between trade and culture. It's celebrated in August in the city of Medellin precisely, and people that live around the area of Medellin that produce flowers create these sort of sculptures called silletas that they put in their bags, and they make a parade in Medellin. So people, go and cheer for the silleteros, which are the men that carries these sculptures, and they use different types of flowers to create unique designs.
Sometimes it's more than 100 kilos, I heard.
Yes, they can be very heavy.
素晴らしいです。ぜひぜひ行ってみたいです。I really want to go in August, right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy it because it's a big festival where people, not only see these sculptures and celebrate the work of these peasants, but also they go and find an excuse to celebrate, to dance, to enjoy, to share. We are a country that has lots of festivals where people go and dance.
Dance. I would like to talk about that later.
Yes, of course.
それでは3つ目のトピック、音楽についていろいろ伺っていきたいと思いますが、コロンビアといえばクンビアとか、あとやっぱりシェキーラなどが非常に有名ですが、面白い噂を聞いてきました。先ほどね、マダム・デュランさんがダンスっておっしゃってましたけど、マダム・デュラン、You talk about dance. You love dance. Colombian people love dance, right?
Yes.
And I heard about very interesting. Each time the people get together, they still dancing. Is that true or not? Of course.
Yes. Yes. I mean, gathering and socializing is a very important part for Colombian society. Dancing is a skill that we learn since we are children. So since childhood, we learn how to dance different rhythms, not necessarily one in particular, but different rhythms, because people in parties dance different rhythms. Merengue, salsa, vallenato, reggaeton, different types of music. And this helps us to socialize and to create bonds.
Very. 踊りっていうと皆さんなんかどうやって踊るのって日本人だとついてね、小さい頃からいろんなリズム。So the parents teach their own children, like?
Yes, parents, uncles, aunties, everybody, all the elders teach children how to dance.
面白い。And then it's to create just communication skill.
To communicate, to socialize, and to lose a little bit shyness as well.
面白いですね。コミュニケーションツールとしてダンス。And also, I would like to talk about the Shimaron Japan tour.
Wow.
And you come yourself in the Tokyo concert. We would like to say thank you for that. And please introduce for the viewers the Shimaron. Yes.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to talk about Cimarron. Cimarron is a very well-known group that interprets music from the plainlands in the eastern part of the country, a rhythm called joropo, which is not very well known outside Colombia. We share that with Venezuela, but it's a very local rhythm. So Cimarron has done an incredible work putting in scene this music in particular. It has a very strong rhythm because they use harp and lots of percussion as well, and the cuatro, which is a very special type of guitar. So thanks to MIN-ON, Japanese audience in 18 cities around Japan will be, enjoying this music, and I hope they dance as well. They learn a little bit of this energy and dancing.
皆さんの中にもご覧になった方もいらっしゃるかと思いますが、このコロンビアの情熱を感じるジャパンツアーも大変ご好評いただきました。今回も視聴者の皆様に素敵なプレゼントをご用意いただきました。マダム・デュランさんにご紹介していただきましょ
う。Yes, we have prepared 4 sets of 2 masterpieces of our Nobel laureate, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, of course. People know very well Cien Años de Soledad, 100 Years of Solitude, especially now with the pocket edition that has a fantastic design, of course, and the next launching of the series that will come in the December on Netflix stream platform. Also, we have prepared from the same author, The Love in Times of Cholera, El Amor en los Tiempos del Cólera, which is travel around the magic realism that characterizes his writing, and shows a Colombia that is much more imaginative. The yellow butterflies, these landscapes that can be very unique, and that evokes a Colombia that has been lost in time. So I do hope that our viewers enjoy these two masterpieces and learn a bit more about Realismo Mágico.
素敵なプレゼントをご用意いただきました。コロンビアのことももっと深く知れると思います。この素敵なプレゼント、なんと4名様にご用意いただきました。応募方法は概要欄をご覧ください。Would you please tell to us your thought about the cultural exchange through music? This is for MIN-ON is very important. I would like to know how do you think about that?
Yes, of course. When it comes to music, it's a very strong tool to transmit messages. Vallenato, for instance, is a music that is created around a story and tells a story about either a heartbroken person or a person that is happy because a baby is born, and so on. So what we want to transmit through the music, and of course working hand by hand with MIN-ON, is to showcase Japanese audiences different types of rhythms of Colombia, like for instance joropo that we were talking about a while ago, and show you different types of dancing, of course, that goes around that music, these types of music as well. So it's to my view, music is one of the most powerful tools because it creates remembrance, it creates an experience, and people enjoy it. And why not? They dare to dance.
コロンビアの人たちにとってはやっぱり音楽もダンスも非常に大事だということが分かりましたよね。最後にメッセージをいただきたいと思います。Thank you very much for your wonderful story about that. I'm really touched about the way to dance is the way to communicate with people. And
Yes.
So I would like to ask you some comments to the viewers. I'm sure the viewers would like to go to Colombia one day.
We are very, very pleased to have opened our doors to the viewers of MIN-ON, and we do hope that you are interested in our country to visit us, and of course we are more than happy to have Japanese tourists visiting Colombia, enjoying our food, our festivals, learning how to dance, for instance, salsa or reggaeton, to enjoy the music of Shakira, Carlos Vives, J Balvin, to mention a few. Colombia will also participate in Expo 2025. So we're going to be in the pavilion, A-type pavilion in the Empowering Lives zone. So you're more than welcome to visit us in our pavilion. Thank you very much. And thank you, Pascal. It's been a very wonderful and very rich conversation.
Thank you very much, Madame Duran. For me, it's like a new door is open to the Colombia. And I would like to go one day in your country. But maybe next year it's a good opportunity to know your country.
Yes, of course. It's a good opportunity to know about innovation, about our industry, about the country of beauty. That's our motto nowadays. So please visit us.
Thank you again. And
Thank you.
How could you say goodbye in Spanish? Adios is...
Adios is fine, but it's more definite. It's like sayonara.
Yes.
But in this case, would be hasta pronto. Matane.
Matane. You say hasta pronto.
Matane. Hasta pronto. Gracias.